parents and viewers, welcome to Common Core and Gifted Learning. This is Neha. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways that will can help your child to understand comprehension passages really deep. Most of the kids I have seen in my teaching career tries to scan through the keywords in the passage given for comprehension and then probably use some elimination tactics to solve the comprehension question. This does not ensure a deep understanding of the passage or what you are reading, and also, do not improvise their vocabulary, which is the very goal of reading comprehension. So what happens is there is a significant gap later on in upper grades when the comprehension passages gets complex. So I have a 3-step suggestion slash recipe for you guys that can help reduce this learning gap. And it's never too late to start. If your child is like say 3rd grade, 4th grade and not started this, it's okay. You can always start today. So the first step will be reading the passage, underlining the words he or she does not know, and then clarifying with the teacher or the parent. The extra tip here will be to make a flashcard out of the words that he or she does not know so that they can review it at a regular interval from time to time. This ensures the vocabulary part of the comprehension and also builds up on their vocabulary. And coming back to the comprehension, the second step will be to go back to the passage and reread it after with those words that were listed out from step 1. So now you have the meanings and the of the words that you didn't know, the gaps, and then now you can read it as a whole. The third step will be to underline the clues or the sentences from the text that helped you to solve the particular question in the comprehension passage. So these 3 steps ensures that your child has a deep understanding of what he or she is reading or not, and also ensures like the vocabulary words are deep seated in their memory or not. So you must be thinking that it's a lot of information and a lot of like steps to follow, and what it would be a good point or a place to start with. So the good point or the place to start will be the books of 180 Days of Reading and 180 Days of Language. I'll put the links in the description box for convenience, and I'll tell you why. Because these books per week have like 5 passages, and these passages are very small. So in the beginning, when you are stressing more on the steps more than the length of the passages, these books come in really handy. They have small passages with multiple choice question and a subjective question. So what happens is, if you want to go extra mile later on to where you want to add some predictive, subjective or analytical questions, you can actually use these books because the format is like that. Just to mention, this is not a paid promotion and the publishers did not pay me or something. This book is just something that I personally use to start, to make a jump start. I wanted to give you some examples of how you can add like the predictive and the subjective questions to your the passage. So for example, if there is a passage about the clothes you wear in summer, so you can make an analytical question out of it saying that what are the clothes you will be wearing in winter and why. And another example will be like there is some story that ended in certain way, and then you can make a prediction like for an alternate ending. So just to go an extra mile, you can add some of these only if your child is thorough with the first 3 steps, of course. So with that, I would like to end today's video, and please like, share and subscribe my channel and help it to grow. Till then, take care and see you next time. Bye.